Hello everyone, I'm Sean Clee, the Adult and Technical Services Librarian here at the Grand Island Public Library, and today we have a special guest, Shannon Allman, the Department Director of the Floral Department at Hy-Vee here in Grand Island, and he will be demonstrating some floral arrangements for you.
The first thing I think I'm going to talk about is a little bit of how to take care of your flowers once you first get home with them. When you purchase your flowers, they'll come wrapped or they'll be loose. But we want to make sure that we prepare the flowers for the arrangement to start with. So we'll want to open up the wrapper. And more than likely, they've been out of water for several minutes. So once they are out of water, the stems will begin to dry. And so when we process these flowers, we're going to open that stem back up so that it can take up water. You're going to want to use a floral food of some sort. There'll be just instructions on the back of the package, or your florist can tell you how to do it. There's just mix it in water. It says mix this package in 1 quart of water. It's the best floral preservative. There's several different brands, but any of those will work. So when you get your flowers home, the stems will be dry. So you'll have your bucket of water. This bucket already has floral preservative water in it. And you're going to cut those stems and put them in water. So you want to cut the stem at an angle if possible. You can use sharp cutters, or a knife works well. Knife probably works better than the scissors or the bunch cutters. Bunch cutters sometimes tend to crush the stem. The knife will open the stem up, and you want to try to cut it at an angle if possible. And then you want to put it in the water right away. If you can cut the stems underwater, even better, but that doesn't always work, okay? So we're going to assume that we've done this to the flowers. If possible, if you can leave them in the water for about an hour, works best so that they can take in as much water as possible. But I understand sometimes that doesn't work as well either. So then I'm just going to show you kind of just a basic arrangement with Oasis as our base. So I've chosen a container, just a basic container with Oasis we're going to use. This is Instant Oasis. It takes up water really quickly. There's another type of Oasis that takes a little longer to take up water, but it works as well. So I'm just going to cut this. I've already cut it to fit the container. I'm going to make this arrangement kind of just low, so I didn't put much above the lip of the container, the Oasis above the lip of the container. What's nice about this Oasis, it'll absorb water and hold water for quite a while, but you can't forget you still have to water after you've brought it home. The Oasis will eventually dry out, and instead of giving moisture to the flowers, it actually will draw the moisture from the flowers eventually. So you want to make sure that you keep water on at all times. Basically, I'm going to take a little bit of greenery. We're just going to kind of loosely green this. This is Pittosporum. This is the variegated variety, and what's nice about this is you can cut it in different pieces, so you have different pieces. But keep in mind that once you cut it, you need to put it in the Oasis, because if it lays on your counter too long, the ends of the stems will begin to close up. So I'm just going to kind of go around the base of this. You can see that I'm just kind of going around the outside edge a little bit, maybe some pieces in the middle. Doesn't have to be a whole lot with the type of arrangement we're going to do. This is going to be kind of just a mass of flowers. So the flowers that I've chosen are going to create texture more than they are an actual design situation. So there you can see there's the basic greening of the container, okay? Just basically to kind of cover up the Oasis. Then I'm just going to take these flowers. This is a big old mom. And we're going to just kind of place him at a focal point. And then I'm just gonna basically add around the outside, making sure to cut the stems. And I tell my designers that once you push the stem of the flower into the oasis, push it in again. So you want that stem to be in to the oasis about 1 inch at least, at a minimum. The deeper it is into the oasis, the longer or more likely it will receive water, moisture. So I'm basically just dividing this up. You can cut it at different breaks. I'll show you here on a mum a little bit. So we have our stem of mums, and you can see we have several flowers on there, but we want to, if we take every single one off, then we end up with really short stems. Whereas this, some of these are kind of longer, so we will take them off for what we're doing. But you can take them off individually, but you can also cut the stem so you have different lengths. See how we've created different lengths? And now we have several pieces to use in our arrangement. And basically we're just kind of spreading the flowers out. If you put yellow on this side of the arrangement, you want to make sure you put yellow on this side of the arrangement. So alternating sides. And the goal with this arrangement is just to make a nice little compact arrangement. So these are nice little mums. Nice and compact in there, short. Here's another mum that we can cut up. Kind of just spreading them around different places. These little green mums are great because they're going to give us a little bit of different color, a little different texture. I've got a couple more here. We'll just. Sometimes you can put flowers, same things close together, like the two little mums kind of create a focal on their own. Okay, I think I about have everything in here that I have for this little arrangement. So this is just a basic roundy moundy arrangement. You can add a little character to it by adding some different greenery to it. This is lily grass. Adds a little different character to it. You can stick a few sprigs out the side. This adds a little character or dimension to it. As you see, I'm alternating back and forth with them as well. You can make loops with them. Cut the end and then you can cut the tip off. And insert the tip into the oasis. Easier said than done, apparently. There we go. A little bit more here. Okay, there you go. Just a cute little quick arrangement. You can use whatever you want, whatever color theme you want. Just green it lightly, compact the flowers in close. Seems to kind of be the trend right now, is they like that compact look of flowers. As you can see, I have lots of stuff left over, which is pretty typical for a flower arrangement. So you can compost it or whatever you want with that. So thank you.
All right, well, that turned out really great. Again, thank you to Shannon Allman from the Hy-Vee Floral Department here in Grand Island for demonstrating his wonderful arrangement skills.